How you doing? I'm Kareem Montgomery. I went from homeless to graduating the paramedic program. I was a volunteer firefighter at Pecan Grove Fire Department. I never seen myself going to college. They kept pushing me, poking me to go, and that recommended me to come to WCJC. I applied, got accepted, and here I am 2 years later about to graduate the paramedic program May 10th. When I first stepped on campus, I felt a mix between a lot of things. Being in a place I didn't know nothing about made me a little uncomfortable, but also made me feel excited because it was my first time in college and I was there to improve myself, to make myself a better person. I really didn't expect as much help as I've been getting since I got here. I rejected the help multiple times when they wanted the help, but they kept being persistent with it. And then I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna let these guys do their thing. I wasn't just sitting here expecting anything or sitting here with my hand out. I didn't expect that would attract more people to me to want to help me out more, which I had to get used to, which I wasn't. When people wanting to help and give me a hand to accept it, even though if I don't want it to accept the help because it's a help for a reason that is coming from, if you're religious, from God. I chose the EMS program because I had a friend that was in the Marines that always wanted to be in EMS. And me and him were supposed to go into the Marines together until I got into trouble that stopped me from going into the Marines. And I had to do something with myself. I got tired of working dead-end jobs and going places that wasn't gonna lead me nowhere in life. I seen friends being shot that I tried to save and couldn't, friends being stabbed, tried to save and couldn't. So I felt like me going to the EMS program was just my calling for me, since destruction and death has been around me and I've always been trying to help, but luckily, nothing bad ever happened to me because I felt, if you're religious, God was protecting me. He put me in that predicament to see what I would do in that time and said, okay, let me push you towards this direction, which led me towards EMS. Summertime, I ended up actually getting a job offer for Jackson County EMS and started working there. Got my own house. I was doing good for myself. And then I kind of reverted back a little bit to my old ways, my old habits that got me fired from Jackson EMS. So I lost my house, lost everything again. So I was homeless for a fourth time. So I had to walk from Etna all the way back to Wharton. Got into Wharton and my body was done. Water source was out, only had beef jerky. I didn't know how I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it. Stopped at the gun shop. This Army guy was nice enough to give me a ride back to the campus. I didn't know during that time that I was gone because I had school. During that time I had classes, that my instructors and trio were actually out looking for me because somebody noticed me on the side of the highway walking, which I didn't know about until I got to campus. So that made me feel pretty good about myself, knowing that people out there actually care for me. If I can go back and tell my younger self, I would tell my younger self to be patient. Everything happens for a reason. Don't take nothing to heart. And just keep persistent at doing whatever that you want to do. You can be whatever you put your mind to. And don't let nobody throw you off track. If I could talk to the donors that made this possible, I would tell them that every donation that you make has an impact on a person's life, even if you don't see it. It may be a small, it may even be a major impact, but those donations help, whether it's putting food in that person's mouth, whether it's putting clothes on that person's back, whether it's just giving them a place to stay at a dormitory. It has its major benefits, and it will put that person in a place where they can improve themselves to become a better person for society.